Good afternoon, students. Is my voice audible, ma? Okay. So we will start today's class. Okay. So 5 minutes overview of the previous class. So last class, what all topics we have discussed, ma? So we have discussed about the common source and common drain amplifiers. And we have also started our digital topics, the digital part of our subject. And I have given introduction of digital circuits and why we are going for digital circuits. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Gates. So in digital, we have started gates also. So all the basic gates and all. But due to some technical problem, I couldn't explain properly. So in 10 minutes, I will give the overview of the gates again. And we will move on to the next topic, that is Boolean algebra and De Morgan's laws and some simplification techniques. Okay, so let us start the class. So our be on Boolean algebra and De Morgan's laws. So these are the like mathematical analysis tools for simplifying of visual expressions. Okay, so as we have our normal mathematics algebra for simplification. So similarly, we have Boolean algebra and some laws called as De Morgan's laws for use. Move into the detail. Before that, so in 5 minutes, I will give the some details. Yes, is it clear, ma, now? Is it clear, ma? Is my voice audible now? Is my voice okay, ma? So today we will start our Boolean algebra and De Morgan's law. Before that, I'll give the 5 to 10 minutes overview on the gates that we are using. Okay. So already we have discussed this. Is it okay, ma, now? Is it fine, ma? Okay. So we have already discussed about the gates in the previous class, but just an overview I want to give. Okay, so AND gate is nothing but the multiplication. Okay, so here for any general gate, there will be two inputs and one output. And if you see a small table here, there are, since there are two inputs, so there will be four combinations in the truth table. This table is called as truth table, where the input and output combinations are being shown. Okay, so for two inputs, the combinations will be 4. That is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So for AND gate, since it is a multiplication table, if any one of the input is 0, the output is 0. And output is 1 only if the two inputs are 1. And the Boolean expression, we call this expression which we write in the digital systems, all the expressions which we write in digital systems is called as Boolean expression. So the Boolean expression for an AND gate will be C is equal to A dot B. So dot indicates the symbol of AND operation, that is multiplication. Okay, so truth table. And one more thing you need to note here is, for a two input logic circuit, for any digital circuit which has two inputs, the possible combinations in the truth table will be 2 power 2, that is 4 combinations. If there is a logic circuit which has three inputs, suppose A, B and C, then the possible combinations in the truth table will be 2 power 3, that is 8 combinations you will have. Like all the possible combinations of the input we need to take and check the output for that. Okay, similarly, if there is a 4 input logic circuit, then we would have 2 power 4, that is 16 combinations will be there. Similarly, you can write a generalized formula. Excuse me. So you can write a generalized formula for n number of inputs. We would have a n number of possible combinations. This point is important, ma. You need to remember this. You will get this question in the MCQs. Okay. So similarly, OR gate. So OR gate also we are taking here two input. OR gate is nothing but the addition operation. So your logic expression will be okay, Masi, like if you are putting a message, it will be like I need to check all the technical issues, ma. Okay, ma, thank you. Okay, so the logical expression for OR gate is F is equal to A plus B. Okay, so this is a Boolean expression. So from now, we will call and each and every expression that we write here in digital circuits, we call them as Boolean expressions, not as an equation and all. Okay, so Boolean expression is the technical term used in digital systems. And the table where we check for all the input combinations and we write the output outputs for all the input combinations, we call that table as a truth table. And this is a circuit symbol and this is the symbol of an OR gate. Okay. So next is NOT gate, that is an inverter, like an opposite gate you can say. So NOT gate symbol is a triangle with a bubble at the end. Okay, so for NOT gate there is only one input and one output. So one input means 2 power 1, that is 2 combinations in the truth table. So for 0 the output will be 1 and for one input the output is 0. And the Boolean expression for this is B is equal to A bar. A bar, this is nothing but in technical terms we call it as a complement. Okay, complement of A. See, output B is equal to complement of A. Okay, so the bar you can call it as a bar, A bar or A complement. Both mean the same in words. Okay, so next is a logic buffer circuit. In some cases, like while designing digital circuits, we may need the same input, like whatever which is available, like same output that we are using it. Okay, so this output is used as an input for the preceding circuits. So for that we use logic buffer circuit, and this buffers is also sometimes used in digital circuits for like creating a delay part in the overall circuit to introduce some amount of delay. Okay, so for that also this buffering buffer gate is used. So buffer is nothing but same, output is equal to input, no change in its logic. Okay, so if input is A, like output is B, and its symbol is simply a triangle, okay, and this is the truth table. Since only one input is there, so 2 power 1, so 2 combinations in the truth table. So for A input 0, output is also 0, input 1, output is equal to 1. So B is equal to A. This is the Boolean expression for logic buffer gate. And next, see, all these 3 gates, AND, OR and NOT are called the basic gates. Remember the terms, ma? AND, OR and NOT are called the basic gates, whereas NAND and NOR are called the universal gates. I'll tell why these two are called as universal gates. First we will see what is this NAND gate. Okay, so the symbol of the NAND gate is something like this, okay, a curve and a bubble at the end. So 2 input NAND gate is shown on the screen, and 2 inputs and 1 output. Since only 2 inputs, 4 logic combinations are being taken, 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, so NAND gate is the AND gate followed by NOT gate. Okay, so AND gate truth table, if you complement that you will get the NAND. Okay, so you see here what is AND gate, 0 0 0 1. If you complement it, means if you give these outputs to the NOT gate, you will get your NAND gate, that is 1 1 1 0. Same thing, see here 1 1 1 0. Okay, and the expression is also C is equal to A dot B. A dot B is the Boolean expression for AND gate. But if you complement that, complement is nothing but because it is followed by a NOT gate, so A dot B whole bar is nothing but the expression for NAND gate. Okay, so remember that NAND is nothing but AND followed by a NOT. Okay, so if you remember any one gate, the other gate will be easily derived, as simple as this. Okay, and next is NOR. NOR is nothing but, you can predict this, NOR is nothing but OR followed by AND, NOT, that's all, OR followed by NOT. So simply, so the OR symbol is being taken and a bubble, simply a bubble represents the NOT, okay, so NOT represents the here it is NOT is represented by a bubble. So 2 input NOR gate is being shown and 1 output, so 4 combinations, and this output of an OR gate is nothing but OR gate followed by NOT, means OR outputs are being complemented. So OR means what? Simply addition. So for 0 0 it will be 0, for 0 1 it will be 1, 1 0 it will be 1, 1 1 it will be 1. If you complement the outputs of a OR gate, you will get the outputs of NOR gate. And the expression as simple as that, C is equal to A plus B is the expression for OR gate, and if you complement, take this bar indicates the complement. So A plus B whole bar is the expression for NOR gate. Okay, and this is a different kind of gate where it is nothing but exclusive OR gate. Exclusive OR gate is a gate where your output will be 1 if any one of the input is 1. Okay, so if your both the inputs are same, means if it is either 0 or 1, then the output will be equal to 0. See here, for 0 0 it is 0. It means if both the inputs are same, either it is 0 or 1, the output is equal to 0. For any of the input, if it is 1, then the output is equal to 1. This is somewhat different kind of thing here we are using. Okay, exclusive OR. Remember the terms ma, exclusive OR gate. So this is the symbol. You have a double line at the input side. Okay, and followed by an OR gate symbol. Okay, so and the expression will be C is equal to C, it is the symbol A plus is rounded by a circle B. Okay, this is nothing but A exclusive OR B, or you can also call it as XOR gate. Simply XOR gate. And this equation can also be written as A bar B plus AB bar. Okay, so I'll show it in the table also. A bar B. If you simplify that A plus B, you will get this expression. I'll show the simplification process also in the later slides. A B bar. Okay, so the expansion of A XOR B expression can also be written as A bar B plus AB bar. If you simplify this, you will get the same truth table. Okay, and the opposite of exclusive OR gate is exclusive NOR gate. Okay, so these two are opposite gates ma. Okay, so if you see the symbol wise, exclusive OR gate is simply like this, but the symbol of exclusive NOR gate is followed by a bubble. See here, followed by a bubble. Means what? Exclusive NOR is opposite of exclusive OR. Means the outputs of OR gate, if you complement these outputs 0, 1, 1, 0, you will get the outputs of exclusive NOR. You can see here. See here. Earlier it was 0, 1, 1, 0 in the output, but here it is 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, means how do you define an exclusive NOR? Exclusive NOR gate is a gate whose output is 1 if both the inputs are equal. Okay, and the outputs are 0 if the outputs are unequal. That is, if both the inputs are equal, then the output is equal to 1. It can be either 0 or 1. If both inputs are equal, means for 0, 0, it is output is 1, and for 1, 1, output is 1. For different or unequal inputs, the output is 0. That is, for 0, 1, it is 0, and for 1, 0, it is 0. Okay, and as a Boolean expression also, it is opposite to that of exclusive OR. That is, see, if it is A plus, we call this symbol as XOR, A XOR B. Okay, well, symbol you are just writing like this, but while expressing this Boolean expression, you simply call it as A XOR B. That's all. Okay, now the expression for exclusive NOR is A XOR B whole bar. That's all. The symbol itself is called as XOR. A XOR B whole bar. This is the expression for exclusive NOR gate, Boolean expression. And in terms, if you expand this, you will get as simple AB plus A bar B bar. This is the expansion. Okay, so this is the expansion of this A XOR B whole bar. Okay, so this is about all the in the table which is shown on the screen. Here you can see all the logic functions we are using, and the bulletation for AND, for OR gate it is A bar dash beside whole, and for NOR gate it is A plus B whole bar, and for XOR it is A XOR B. This is the symbol. This is the symbol of your XOR gate plus rounded by a circle, and the expression will be AB bar plus A bar B. Okay, so simply you can also call it as A dot B bar plus A bar dot B, but generally we will not mention this dot. If it is simply written as AB directly, then we call it as like an AND operation is being done between A and B. So simply you can write AB directly instead of writing this dot also. So AB bar plus A bar B is the expansion of this exclusive OR gate logic function, and for XNOR it is A dot A bar B bar plus AB. Here it is missing, the two literals are missing. It is AB. I'll write it here. Just now I have already written A bar B bar plus AB. Okay, so this is it is missing here. So A bar B bar plus AB is the expansion of XNOR expression, and symbolically you can write it as A XOR B whole bar. Okay, so this is the overall table. And see here next, so till now we have seen only the logic gates with the two inputs, that's all. But logic gates can be more than two inputs also, because in practical circuits two inputs doesn't make any good digital circuit of okay, so real-time application. So we generally go for 3 input, 4 input or n input logic gates are also available. So here we are discussing about like more than 2, that is 3 input AND gate and 4 input OR gate is being shown, and how to write the expressions are also being shown here. See here, the graphic symbols and input output signals for logic gates is a 3 input AND gate is being shown here, ma'am. So 3 inputs are A, B, C. So these A, B, C are called as variables. Okay, variables, or also they are called as literals. Okay, so the final expression will be F is equal to A, B, C. That's all. So till now in the previous one we have seen that only 2 inputs. So it is written as F is equal to A, B. Now it can be also be written as simply A, B, C. That's all. It means that it is a AND operation being done. And next, if you take for a 4 input OR gate is also being shown. Now how you will write the Boolean expression for this 4 input OR gate? It is just an addition part. So add the number of variables that you are increasing. Just add those variables in the output expression. So A, B, C, D are the input variables that are being given to the OR gate. So your output expression will be G is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. That's all. So your truth table combinations will be 2 power 4. That is 16 combinations will be there. Okay, so for each and every variable in the truth table, you need to take all the possible combinations. 0, 0, 0, 0 first, 0, 0, 0, 1. Like that you need to take. So we will show you how to represent a number in the digital systems. That for that we need to see the number system used in digital circuits. So that also we will see, but this is all the basic part. So when we are familiar with this, then we will move on to the number system. Then you will be very much clear how to write and all these things. Okay, so this is gates with multiple inputs. Now here universal gates I said no. So universal gates are being shown. So NAND and NOR are called the universal gates because using these two gates, means using NAND and NOR, any gate can be realized. Okay, so any gate in the sense we just here it is mentioned as AND, OR and NOT, but you can also realize any Boolean expression using NAND and NOR. Hence they are called as universal gates. So simple. What is the definition of a universal gates? Universal gates are the gates which can be used for realizing any kind of Boolean expression or any other gates. Okay, so all other gates can be easily realized by using NAND and NOR. Hence they are called as universal gates. Okay, so here for example the 3 gates implementation using NAND and NOR is being shown. Okay, so here in the NAND gates implementation, see here first one NOT gate is being implemented using NAND. So since here it is a 2 input NAND gate is being taken, but for NOT gate we have only 1 input. So 1 input is being taken and it is shorted. The other input is also shorted for this single input. And see, and the output, if you see, what is the expression of an AND gate? A dot B whole bar. So here the 2 inputs are A and A. So A and A whole bar, it is nothing but A bar. See this A and A, we will see it in the Boolean expressions, ma. Okay, so how you will get a doubt here. How come A dot A whole bar is A bar? So that I will show it in the Boolean expressions, formulas and laws. Okay, so better I'll explain this after explaining the Boolean functions. So first we will see the Boolean functions and laws, and then we will again come to this slide, ma. Okay, now if you see here, Boolean algebra. What is Boolean algebra? A Boolean algebra is the mathematics we use to analyze digital circuits or digital gates and circuits. Boolean algebra is therefore a system of mathematics based on logic that has its own set of rules or laws which are used to define and reduce Boolean expressions. Yes, see, if you want to design any digital circuits, you need to use some few number of gates, and those number of gates will give a final Boolean expression. But using that Boolean expression will be, if you write directly, it will be a huge in number and more number of variables are required. So to reduce the number of variables, if number of variables are required, the number of gates used for designing the digital circuit will also be reduced. Okay, so to reduce the number of gates and equipment, we call it as the number of gates required, then we need to simplify the Boolean expressions. So for simplifying those Boolean expressions, we need some set of rules. Okay, so if you follow some set of rules, then the expression reduction will be easier. So that rules and laws are called as Boolean algebra. Okay, similarly as we have in our regular mathematics, same thing. So second point, just go through a set of rules or laws of Boolean algebra. Algebra expressions have been invented to help reduce the number of gates. This point is very important. So the Boolean algebra is being it is used to reduce the number of logic gates needed to perform a particular logic operation. Okay, resulting in a list of functions or theorems known as laws of Boolean algebra. So in the next slide, we are going to see the laws of Boolean algebra and we are going to perform some simplifications. Okay, we can use the laws of Boolean to reduce, go to reduce and simplify. See here, just now I said to reduce and simplify a complex Boolean expression in an attempt to reduce the number of logic gates required. So our ultimate goal will be is to use minimum number of logic gates to design a digital system. Okay, so for that the simplification of Boolean expression is must. And next, the third point is the variables used in Boolean algebra only have one of the two possible values, a logic 0 and a logic 1. But an expression can have an infinite number of variables, all labeled individually to represent inputs to the expression. For example, variables A, B and C etc. giving us the logic expression of A plus B is equal to C. But each variable can only be 0 and 1. See here, since it is a digital system, we can have number of variables. Means A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like that we can have n number of variables, but the values given to the variables will be only 2. It will be either 0 or 1. Since it is a binary system is used in the digital circuits. Okay, so binary means 0 or 1. So the number variables can be in n number, any number it can be, but the values for those variables will be either 0 or 1. That it means. Okay. So next one, so we are going to see the identities of Boolean algebra and then we will move on to that realization of using NAND and NOR. See the first identity. The first identity, I just want to tell that if you have a pen and paper, please write down this and I'll give some simplification questions so that you can solve it on paper. It will be easy for you for writing your exam and all. Okay. Since it is an online class, if we have done in our offline classes, it will be very interesting. You will enjoy doing all this simplification process. But so it is an online. So I want you all, if it is possible to you, take a pen and paper and note down these Boolean identities because in later slides I'll give some questions to you, some expressions. You need to simplify those expressions using these identities. So you can't remember this all this time at the time of doing the solving the problem. Okay. Okay. So the first one, I have given serial numbers. There are 18 to 19 identities. So that's why I'm asking you people to write down. Okay. So the first one is x plus 0 is equal to x. So here it can be any variable, A, B, C, D, anything. For example, we have taken x and y. Okay. So any variable added with a 0 will be the variable itself. It means that or, it is nothing but oring a variable. Okay, so or, if you do or operation for a variable, it will be the variable itself. So here there is a small truth table also given. See, so the A, here it is taken as A. So A and 0, these are the two inputs. One is x and one is 0. So x can be anything, that is A can be anything, 0 and 1. Okay, and 0 is 0, the second input is 0 and 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0 and 1 plus 0 is 1. Our OR gate if you remember, 1 plus 0 is 1. That is nothing but this is the first identity. So any variable OR with 0 will be the variable itself. The second identity, AND gate. Any variable ANDed with 1 will be the variable itself. That is, suppose the variable is 0 and 1 and the second input is 1 and 1. So AND gate, 0 ANDed with 1 will be 0. So what is the definition of an AND gate? AND gate output is high, only two inputs are high. So if when the two inputs are high, then only the output is high. So this 0 and 1 is same as our input. Okay, so hence any variable ANDed with 1 will be equal to the variable itself. Okay, and the third variable, any variable odd with 1 will be 1, means 0 plus 1. If you take here in the place of x, if you take 0, so 0 plus 1 is 1, and if you also take 1, 1 plus 1 is also equal to 1. So any variable odd with 1 will be equal to 1. The fourth identity, x dot 0 is equal to 0, means any variable ANDed with 0 will be equal to 0. Suppose I'll take the example. Suppose x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, 0 dot 0, 0 ANDed with 0 will be 0, and 1 ANDed with 0 is also equal to 0. Okay, I hope everyone is understanding this. Okay, and the fifth identity is x plus x is equal to x, means two variables if they are ANDed, odd, OR gate. Okay, so any two variables if they are odd, then the output will be the variable itself. Suppose I'll take, since there are two inputs x and x, so I'll check it whether it is same. So 1 plus 1. So x means same na. So 1 plus 1 will be equal to OR gate ma. 1 plus 1 will be 1. And suppose I'll take it as 0. So if x is 0, 0 plus 0. Then what happens? 0 plus 0 is 0. OR gate. OR gate is what? Anything when the output of an OR gate is high. If any one of the input is high, output is high. Yes. So like that we need to verify. So I see if a question comes in the examination, explain all the Boolean identities in detail, means you should write the identity and how I am taking the examples and explaining, same way you need to explain in the same way, then only you will get the full marks. Okay, very easy question. So digital part is very easy as compared to analog part. So concentrate everyone. And the sixth identity is x dot x is equal to x. Here also we'll take a value for x 0 dot 0. Okay, so what is the AND gate? 0 dot 0 is nothing but 0. Yes, very good. Next, what is, suppose I'll take the value for x, that is 1. 1 dot 1 will be what? 1 and 1 is equal to 1. Like that it will be. Yes, very good. Like that ma. So like this you need to analyze and prove each and every identity of a Boolean algebra. So these Boolean algebras are used for realizing these gates. That's why I have not explained here. Okay, and later also I have taken many examples which are to be simplified using these identities. Okay, so like that it will be. They seems like this, but if you do a small mistake, the whole problem will be wrong. Okay, the whole simplification will be wrong. So you need to be very simple, very careful. Okay, and next one, complementation. Complementation means if it is 0, the output will be 1, like opposite. Okay, now see, x plus x bar is equal to 1. So here we have taken two inputs. One input will be x and the other input will be x bar. Bar in the sense you can also take, just now I said you can take x bar or x dash. Okay, so x dash is taken, the output is 1. How? See, I have taken an example here. So if we take x is equal to 0, x bar will be 1. So here what is the operation being done? Plus, means OR operation. So 0 plus 1 is what? 1. OR gate. Next, if you take x as 1 and x dash will be complement of that. So for 1, complement is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So hence this identity. Okay. So this is what? X plus x dash is equal to 1. Next. Similarly, opposite one, the AND operation. Okay, x dot x bar is equal to 0. Now take an example for x, 0. For x we have taken first as 0, then x bar will be what? 1. Okay. Now AND operation you do between x and x bar, 0 into 1 or 0 and 1. So sorry, you need to call it as and or only. You need to know, you should not call it as plus or multiplication. So 0 ANDed with 1. So it will be equal to 0. Now if you take x as 1, the complement of x will be 0. So 1 ANDed with 0. Then the output will be equal to 0. Like that. So this is the another identity. These two identities are called as complementation identities. Okay. Now the ninth identity, x dash whole dash, or you can also write it as x bar double bar. Okay, double bar. X complement and complement, double complement. So what will happen? Means x is complemented and again it is complemented. You will get x as it is. Okay. Suppose if you take 0 double bar. Okay. So what happens? The first bar, 0 bar, first bar it will be 1. And if you again bar it, then you will get again it as 0. So you are getting same. Okay, that's why. So a double complement of any variable will be equal to the variable itself. That's it. Okay. Yes, 0. And there are some laws also here in the Boolean algebra. They are commutative, associative, distributive and absorption law. Okay, so first one is commutative in maths and wherever, like in all the from childhood, like many basic subjects also we have learned all these properties. Okay, in digital also we will be using these properties for simplification of Boolean expressions. Okay, so first one is commutative law. Commutative is nothing but x plus y is equal to y plus x. Means if you or any two variables, then the opposite, like if you do in the reverse operation also, you will get the same output. X plus y is equal to y plus x. And similarly it is written in the AND form. Okay, that is x dot y is equal to y dot x. If you do in this way or that way, you will get the same answer. Okay, and associative law. So x plus y plus z is equal to x plus y brackets. So this here, the brackets, the parenthesis makes the difference. Okay, so if you first do this and add this, or if you add this brackets variables first and add this the third variable later, then also you will get the same answer because it is ORing. Okay, and here also same thing, x into yz, sorry, x brackets I am saying, so within brackets x of yz is equal to, first if you do the brackets terms, brackets variable first and then and with z also, you will get the same term or same answer. Okay, both the same. X of x into yz or xy into z, both mean the same. And the next one, distributive. So x into y plus z will be equal to multiplying the terms. So xy plus xz. Okay, so this is distributive law. And next similarly, so here there is a small difference here. First multiplication is taken here, x into y plus z, means plus is in the brackets, but here x plus yz is being taken, means first x plus yz, and if you multiply this, you need to take out the brackets with respect to the OR operation. Okay, see here, OR distributes over AND, but in the first case it is AND distributes over OR. Okay, so AND is distributed over plus OR, and here OR is distributing over AND is taken as the main actual distribution part. Okay, so now the third one is absorption law. So absorption law is x plus xy is equal to x. Okay, Okay, so how to do this? How you can say this as a law means, suppose if you take, see, there are two terms. One is x is a one term and x y is a second term. Okay, and these two are odd with odd. Okay, these two terms are odd. Other. Okay, so see here, I am solving this. Okay, is equal to, so what is this now? Voice is breaking. Voice breaking, ma? No voice. Okay. It's audible, ma? Is audible, ma? 15, 16th. Okay, I'll explain, but is it audible? Yeah, explain it once. Now is my voice audible, ma? Or it is still breaking? Is it clear now? Okay. Okay, see here. What is happening to the 15th equation? See, 15th equation is nothing but x plus yz. When you distribute this, means, see here, this this is our common mathematical equations. Generally, we will multiply the terms which are in the bracket. X into y plus z. When you multiply this, it will be xy plus yz. Means internally we are adding the two variables x and y. But internally the division part, the distributing part is what here? Plus. But here if you see, the distributing term is and. Okay, and the term which is taken as a common term is nothing but or. Means if you want to apply distributive law to this expression, how do you write this? X plus, means it is nothing but multiplication. Like in our general algebra, we will multiply the terms. Okay, taking out the brackets. Okay, so x plus y, and here what is the term here? we need to consider the AND as the key operator, we can say. Okay, so x plus y into x plus z. So this is the distribution law to this term. It will be like this. Okay, whereas when you are taking the normal, this expression is we generally use it in our mathematics also, x into y plus z. So when we ask to multiply the terms, then we will directly multiply xy plus yz. The terms will be xy plus xz. But here it is, the main key element is ANDing, and internal operator will be plus. So x plus y into x plus z. So this is OR distributes. OR is distributed over AND. So AND is the key intermediate operator. Okay, and next is what? Absorption law. See, absorption law. Yes, I am explaining absorption law. See, absorption law is nothing but, see, when we simplify an expression, sometimes we may find the variables as in this way, like x plus xy. So instead of solving this, so if you solve this, it will take some 2 to 3 steps. So for solving, instead of solving this, you can directly write the final output as x. So how? So that's why it is taken as a law. Okay, so how you will get x, I'll show you. So what is the expression? Expression is x plus xy is equal to x. Now take x as common term. So it is y. Okay. That's what I'm explaining, ma. I'm explaining how we are getting x. So how this x is being obtained, that only I'm doing the simplification here, just to follow. So your expression in the LHS side, your expression is what? X plus xy. So now take the x as common. Okay. Now what you will be having? 1 plus y. Now what is 1 plus y? What is 1 plus y in the operator C? 1 plus y or 1 plus x. See here, this identity, x plus 1 is equal to 1, means any variable odd with 1 is nothing but 1. Apply here. So what you will have? X. So 1 plus y is nothing but 1. So what is your answer? X. Understood, all of you? So instead of doing these 2 steps, you can directly write it as x when you are doing the simplification process. This is nothing but absorption law. Understood, all of you? Okay. Similarly, you can solve. This is also an absorption law. So the opposite, this expression is opposite to this. Okay, here or, and similarly, like as we have seen in the distributive law, or and here also, first is and then or. So now how we are getting this x in the 17th expression? This also I'll show you, ma. I'll do the simplification and show you. So distributive law, x into x plus xy. Okay, x into x plus xy. Okay, now what is x into x? Your previous identity. What is x into x? See here. X into x is what? X. Okay, same thing I'll apply here. So for this 2, for x into x, I'll write it as x plus xy. Okay, now what you will have? Same, this expression is same as the 16th expression. Okay, now take x as common. 1 plus y. Okay, again 1 plus y is nothing but 1. Okay, so you are left out with x. Understood, all of you? So this is your 17th. So instead of doing all, how many steps are there? 1, this is 1, 2, and this is 3. Instead of doing 3 steps during simplification process, you can directly write the answer. Okay, if you find an expression, such kind of expressions in any questions, Boolean expressions, so you can directly write it as x. So that is the meaning of, like, this law is called as absorption law. Okay, so 16th and 17th are absorption laws. Very important, ma. Have you understood this? Okay, so the next one is De Morgan's theorem. Okay, so De Morgan's theorem is nothing but this is the important one, very important in simplifying equations. So 18th and 19th, they are called as 18th and 19th. See here, very important. So what is this LHS side? X plus y whole bar. Complement in the sense like this it will be. Okay. So when this dash is outside the brackets, it means the whole bar. Okay. The total equation has the complement. So x plus y whole bar is written as x bar dot y bar. Means what is the difference here? This plus is taken as dot. Okay, remember De Morgan's theorems. Okay, so plus is replaced with dot, means or is replaced with and the complement is splitted. Okay, so total complement, total bar is splitted as x bar dot y bar. Okay, so this is 18th one, and 19th one is, suppose and operation is there, xy whole bar is written as x bar plus y bar. See what is the difference? Suppose if you don't buttify the identities, ma, just apply or replace that variable with 0 and 1. And if you remember the basic gates and or and not, you will easily write your identities. Okay, no need to remember or buttify anything. See here, for De Morgan's law, the first point you need to remember is or should be replaced with and should be replaced with or, and the complement should be splitted. That's all. Okay, see here. See here, x plus y whole bar means how we are writing? X dot x bar dot y bar. Complement is being splitted and or is replaced with and. So here in the 19th equation, and is replaced with or, and complement is also being splitted, means x bar plus y bar. So here a truth table is being taken and some variables are being taken for all the two inputs, that is x and y, and it is being realized here for your understanding. See here, for in the 18th equation, two variables x and y are being taken, and for two inputs the possible combinations are 4. So x and y, so x plus y is being taken. So for 0 and 0, this is nothing but OR gate. Okay, so this is nothing but OR gate, and OR complemented is nothing but NOR. Okay, so complement is also being taken. Next one, if you see this, so these two truth tables show the realization of equation 18. Okay, so xy is being taken, same thing, and x bar is also being taken because we want x bar and y bar here. Okay, so x bar is nothing but for 0 0 1 1 it will be 1 1 0 0, and for y bar it is for 0 1 0 1 it will be 1 0 and 1 0. Okay, so when you multiply this, when you multiply means 1 and 1 ANDed, it is nothing but 1. So 1 0 means AND gate is what? If any one of the input is 0, the output is 0. So 1 0 it is 0, 0 1 it is 0, and 0 0 it is 0. Now verify the output. So RHS, it is x bar dot y bar. What is the output? 1, 0, 0, 0. And what is LHS? X plus y whole bar. What is the output? 1, 0, 0, 0. Are the same? See here, both the inputs, this one and this one. Both are same. So this is the realization. Means we prove that 18th is a valid equation. Okay. Similarly, you can prove for 19th also. Okay. So these two are De Morgan's law. Very, very important. Nothing is there, ma. Or is replaced with and is replaced with or, and the complement will be splitted. That's all. Okay. So I'll stop till here for today. Okay. So all of you take your quiz, ma. All of you take your quiz. So I'll continue in the next class. Okay. So till De Morgan's theorem, take the